The end of the year is bonus season. But how much do you really know about bonuses? For example, how and why bonuses are given out. Have you ever been curious what bonuses are like for your industry peers? Or how bonuses get used? Let's find out. Let's start with the basics. What is a bonus? In business, a bonus is generally considered to be any money or rewards given to people in a company that's above and beyond their base salary. So, why do companies provide bonuses? Bonuses are often designed to reward or motivate employee behaviors. By using bonuses, companies can help recognize employee contributions, incentivize people to align with company goals, and attract and retain talent. Here are some things to understand about bonuses. Not all employees within the same company may get bonuses. Bonuses can be selectively awarded. Sometimes a bonus can be based on things like your position or function within the company. Bonuses can also be awarded to specific individuals in the company via a prearranged contract. For example, salespeople or senior executives may have clauses in their work contracts for bonus payouts. These bonuses can be awarded while your company's direct staff, non-salaried personnel, or contractors may not receive a bonus at all. With that in mind, here's a tip. Note who in the company gets bonuses. It can reveal who in the organization it deems valuable. Depending on your company, that could be a hint as to where you might stand with the company if they need to make cuts or promote staff in the future. Bonus amounts between employees can vary. For example, there may be a bonus payout agreement that exists in your specific contract that is different from one a colleague may have negotiated. And even if your company has a target bonus, that is, a bonus that's triggered when a company hits a given performance level, the payouts among individuals, departments, or roles can be different. Bonuses aren't guaranteed. If your bonus isn't coming from your contract or preset target bonus, it might simply be determined by company leadership. For example, if your company is making a lot of money this year, it might decide to share more of that with you and with other employees. On the other hand, if the current year is poor, or there's a concern by leadership that it may need to retain more money to manage headwinds, it may choose to reduce or forego bonuses. Based on all these factors, some companies have been known to give out bonuses one year and not another. Bonus comparison. How are bonuses being given out? Let's look at the data collected from the BLS. We'll focus on what's called non-production bonuses, a term that defines payments to employees that are not directly related to employee productivity. In 2020, between the top 25% of workers and the lower 25% of workers in income, about 40% of all private industry workers had access to non-production bonuses. About 11% of workers had access to end-of-year bonuses. 6% had access to holiday bonuses. 7% had access to cash profit sharing. and about 3% had access to employee recognition bonuses. The report also included other types of bonuses, such as referral and longevity bonuses. In the 2020 report, you can see that the professions with the highest access to bonuses include those in management, followed by those in production, construction, and transportation. While some of you are waiting for your 2025 bonus, here are some trends from last year. In 2024, professions with the highest access to bonuses included information services. So that's areas like communication and tech. And that was followed by those who were in wholesale, construction, and manufacturing. Those groups tended to receive more end-of-year bonuses, while those in retail, leisure, and transportation received more holiday bonuses. According to a Gusto survey, end-of-year bonuses were larger in December 2024 compared to the prior year, but fewer workers received such awards. In fact, 2% fewer overall workers received a bonus in 2024 than in 2023. And end-of-year bonuses in 2024 averaged $2,503, 2% higher than in 2023. And in 2024, some saw their bonuses get reduced. What do workers do with their bonuses? According to the BLS, workers tend to use their bonuses for things like short-term needs. Many use a bonus to address immediate needs, things like debt repayment, emergency funds, or to cover upcoming expenses like vacations or housing costs. Another application is saving and investing. They also use it for lifestyle. Some use the extra money to fund discretionary purchases, experiences, or upgrades. Things like electronics, travel, or a hobby. Things that usually aren't covered by an employee's regular pay. They also use it for skills or for future plans. Some use bonuses to fund professional development or seed opportunities such as starting a side project or business. Pay is one form of compensation. There are also rewards. Not all companies can or feel comfortable offering cash. Sometimes they just can't. They might be a small company tight on cash flow. For companies like that, and who still want to motivate and retain employees, they may replace cash with a smaller gift or event. But sometimes it can be a way to find the cheapest way to mollify employees. Based on a true story, workers that felt like they killed themselves and were hoping for a bonus were shocked and stunned to receive a blank journaling book and a company branded t-shirt. That, while they saw top executives reporting and being given bonuses for having a killer year. Now, it's probably not a coincidence that people started leaving in the new year. Plus, in the case of the t-shirt, some might feel nothing says we care about you more than providing a gift that is tax deductible as promotion and advertising for the giver. What to do with a bonus? So let's say you get a cash bonus. Here are some tips. Don't depend on your bonus. It's called a bonus for a reason. It's extra, something you shouldn't rely on for predictable income. By living financially tight while heavily dependent on your yearly bonus, if you lose your job or your bonus is reduced, you could end up with financial strain. Instead, always treat it as a surprise windfall, an opportunity to make your life even better. rather than just keep your current lifestyle going. Save a large portion of your bonus. Your bonus is a great way to accelerate your progress towards FIRE. It also works as a life raft if you suddenly lose your job. A benefit you gain all without tapping into your current expenses. Now, I understand you probably worked hard for your bonus all year. So there's nothing wrong with getting yourself a gift to reward yourself. But if you can put a larger portion away in savings, you're also giving future you the gift of a better future. Watch out for tax consequences. Not tax advice, so consult a professional. But a large, sudden inflow of income, like one from a bonus, can change your tax liability, pushing your taxable income into a higher marginal tax rate. Or that higher overall income brought on by a bonus could impact other plans and programs that offer benefits and subsidies based on your income. Things like healthcare subsidies or scholarships. Are you getting a bonus? What do you plan to do with yours? How many of you are using yours to help you save and FIRE? Let me know in the comments. And as always, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.